Now we're going to walk around typical African rural area setting. You see the roundhouses? Typical. There are the kitchens, various places, bedrooms, kitchens, storage houses, and some of the houses now have modern features, like the house to my right. You can see it's got brick and mortar modern style design. So we're going to be heading through. Most of the fencing is done through timber, as you can see. It's nice and cool and windy. This fenced off area has got vegetables, and it's kind of to keep it from getting eaten by livestock. So people can grow their nice green veggies there. There's a little watering hole here, and I'm going to keep going. There's a tree that offers nice shade here, and dumping seems to be a problem everywhere. Somebody's dumped their clothes here, creating pollution. And as we keep going, it's pretty much rainy season, so you'll find that it's a bit windy. There's a storm straight ahead of me, which we got caught in several times on our way, and it was quite heavy. And when that happens, some of the places become waterlogged. What we'll do is we'll just take a quick look here, and you'll see, unless you have a fully off-road vehicle, you cannot cross this area. It looks pretty much harmless, but if you check, those are some of my footsteps actually when I came past through here earlier, and you can see some footsteps from cows as they were crossing through here. So a heavy vehicle, whether laden or unladen, will not make it across here. So we had to leave our vehicle about a kilometer away and walk this way. We're going to carry on, and we're going to keep looking and exploring. We're going to pass through some houses and get to explore what we might see. We might get to meet some of the locals as well. And just say hi as we pass by. It's the general custom to greet people whether you know them or you don't know them as we go past. Sanbonan, Binjan. Yeah. Yeah. Sanbonan. Hayi siyaphila njani? Hey. Hayi sisabonisa abakhatshana ukuthi kunjani ekhaya. Eh. Siyabonga. Balibona. As long ngidlule la bakhona ukuthi babheke ngapha la ngapha la phezulu. So siyakhuluma manje bayasiza. Babe sebembuza ukuthi isihlobo bani lesi bathini? Hayi lami ngiyabona. So yeah, that was a typical greeting, and communities are generally friendly because a lot of things can happen. You might need help from your neighbors. Now, my home or our home is the one with the pink house there. So we're going to be heading towards the pink house. There are thick thorns here. The thicker the thorn bush, even if it's this small, if you drive over it, you will get a puncture. So most cars don't come over here unless you've got those proper off-road tires, and they are pretty painful if you get caught up or tangled in a bush like that. And as you can see, the fence is riddled with it to stop predators from coming in, and other livestock from coming in and grazing in the little field that they set up here for their maize. So here we are, and the pink house is on my left. We've got dogs, and we've got a cow kraal, where the cows sleep, to my right, and there's a tree there straight ahead. Let's see, we're gonna try and get there and see if we can have a look. See, the cows have gone out to feed, so they've been out pretty much all day with the herd boys. They take them out and they go to pasture, and they come back later, and some of the watering holes, that's where they drink. We drove past some of the watering holes, as you can see here. It was pretty bad. There's some foggy mud. And here we are. Here's a cow kraal, and you could probably see inside from here. It's typical. It smells absolutely awful, but it's not a bad smell actually. Kind of refreshing. And we've got some calves, and the calves are kept separate for their own safety. They're in here. See if we can take a look. I used to love naming them before. They might run away. Hey, kiddos. Right, we're going to head back to the house, and we're going to look around an actual homestead and see. It's a mix of modern and old school design, the original roundhouse design. The green tank that you can see there is commonly referred to as a JoJo tank, and that's where water is stored because this is a pretty dry climate, and if you don't have a borehole, it becomes really hard to manage your water. So you've got to store as much water as you can. It's about 30 degrees, although it's cloudy. I'm already sitting. Got a goat greeting us. And yeah, this way. There's a firewood there, which is source of heating and fuel. Hey, goat. Yeah, nice to see you too. So we've come around to the back of the house, and we're going to go in. See if we can go in. Looks like it's closed. So typically with a scenario like this, it's closed from the inside, and you've got to try and unlatch it. So get your hand over. We open it. In we go. Goat there wants to come with us. Probably why they left that closed. And then we've got to get this over again. It's gonna be pretty hard to do this with one hand. There we go. Right. So this is a new structure, and like I said, water is precious. Goats and other livestock can feed here, and rainwater is collected here. And this is an actual hut. You see the wooden poles holding it up there, and you've got behind it the green water tank and the solar panel that powers the borehole that pumps the water from underground. We're just gonna walk around here, take a look-see. There's a little storage shed here for tools and bits and pieces for repairing the little carts that they use. We've got a field to my left, and if we walk past this here, just come around the back of the hut. So this one is in need of some repair soon, and they're going to have to sort out the thatched roof. There's chickens and chicks kept safe, closed up in there. And now we're going to head over this way. So we've got two more huts. They're round huts. The one to my left is living quarters, and the one straight ahead of me is a kitchen. So We're going to take a look at the kitchen a little bit later and we see what it's like inside. Very hot in there. Carry on here. See, with structures like this are meant to keep things cool, safe, and I don't know what that one does. Journey. And then as we come up here, there's like a kitchen thingy. Some neighbors walking past. We come around here, it's farm dogs. And this is the kitchen hut, which we'll come back and go into in a little while. And we're going to take a look, see inside, see what that's like. Then we carry on here. And we go past. This is the lady of the house. And this is her main house to the right, main structure. And then we've got a visitor coming through. Dogs will always bark as humans. Hey, all right. Hey, nchayi video. Hey, but you video potayo so. Siyakhona ukuthi uchibilike ubheke ngapho, uchibilike ubheke ngapho. Iyabichaya yodwa phezulu. Iyabichaya yodwa. So ukuthi nje technology. Maybe ngiconnect efonini ngizokubonisa. Alright. Hey. Iya-connecta direct efonini ukuthi sibone ukuthi uphuma njani. Alright, avele sengiqeda. Right, so we're gonna go back around that house. And this is where we started, right by the gate. So we've done a full round trip around this little community area and the neighbors. Now we're gonna go back around the house, and you'll see there's a solar panel there on the ground. It's moved around to generate heat. This pit to my left was a rubbish pit. It's dug up. Rubbish is thrown in, compostable rubbish, and then it's covered up and it degrades. That lady in blue there is actually preparing a chicken for our supper later. And here we are at the kitchen, and we're going to try and go in and see what it's going to look like, and hopefully be able to take a look. Okay, I'm actually going to take off my shoes, but we're just going to take a look see here. Right, so I don't know how much of this you can see, but we've got the fire with bath water, we've got the plates, little cabinet, and we've got meat. That's a slaughtered cow. It was probably slaughtered this morning, and it's what we're going to eat pretty much for the next few days. Yes, and there's Coke. Coke makes it all the way here. And if you look up, you can see that there's some residue from the fires that have been lit up in here over the years, and it's just built up on the roof. And it's actually quite warm in here. I'm going to step out now. And we come back out. And that's